That's right, your favorite not safe for work comedy theme park podcast. And I'm your host, Robert Thompson. And here's your other host, Rossco Soletrain.
Man, boy, man.
How you guys doing?
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? Man,
Wow.
you are here. It is exciting.
Yeah, we're queer.
Get used to it, motherfuckers. I shouldn't have swore so early on, but don't worry, guys. We're not going to say another bad word the whole time.
Nope.
We're just going to have fun and talk about drive-in movie theaters.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, dude. It was a thing of the past. Now it's kind of gotten a little relevant again. We're
Full circle, baby.
Yeah, dude. We're going to get all into it. So get some fucking
Popcorn, get some milk duds,
hot dogs.
rip out those fillings. Hot dogs, rip out your fillings, get some Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, because that seems like a beverage that you would get at the drive-in.
Yeah, and get ready for a night of fun in your car.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, dude, but before we get to us talking about drive-in movie theaters, we're going to go to my favorite segment, your favorite segment, a Theme Park Minute with Zach Hillman. Enjoy.
This is Theme Park Minute with Zach Hillman. Disneyland and Disney World's Magic Kingdom pride themselves on being fully immersive fantasy worlds, which is why they actually lobbied Congress in 2003 to create no-fly zones over their parks. Congress quickly approved the measure and pocketed all the Disney dollars they could. Prior to the restriction, anyone could advertise whatever they wanted on airplane banner ads, including one activist group that tried to fly anti-gay messaging over Disney World. I guess it's a small-minded world after all. There are, of course, limitations for police, military, and emergency rescue aircraft, meaning that you can confidently jam merchandise into any orifice knowing that a medevac is on the way.
Oh, dude,
Wow.
that was great, man.
Gotta give Zach the slow clap on that one.
Yeah, dude. I'm glad he's here right now with
He's a
us.
sexy fuck.
I know, dude. He's a daddy.
Yeah, he is.
Literally.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
I'd have
dude.
his babies.
Oh, man. Well, that's very, very generous of you.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's a good-looking guy. You know, I've just found something funny about algorithms myself lately. Before we get into the drive-in movie theaters, dude, you know, the algorithm thing is really odd because
Yeah, it is.
you look at one picture of a dog and you get a bunch of dogs,
Right.
and sometimes it's adorable and it's awesome, right?
You know what I love? I love watching when you go over to somebody else's house or somebody opens up a YouTube video on their phone. Because I would say that 95% of the people I know do not have YouTube Premium.
Mm-hmm.
I do. YouTube Premium is the best purchase that I've ever made.
Really?
Absolutely. I don't see a single ad ever.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's YouTube Premium. I fucking love YouTube Premium, but it's always funny seeing the advertisements that pop up for people. You know, because you can just kind of tell where they're like, oh my god, the targeting is just intense.
Yeah.
But you know, I go on TikTok quite a bit, and I noticed that TikTok's algorithm, is like out of control.
Yeah.
It's probably the best out of all of them. But my God, I was just like going through one day and I was realizing that every video was either police takedowns or it was pimple popping. Like I watch a ton of oh my God, like do you like pimple popping?
I like police pimple popping videos.
Yeah, that's a lot of peas.
Yeah.
God, it's just like some people are like, that's disgusting. I'm like, whatever, dude. I can't stop watching them.
Yeah, you get a little. You there's a completion to them, you know, because like the pimples busting nuts.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just like, it's weird. I don't know if it's a kink of mine or what. Like, because I'm usually jerking it while watching.
Okay,
the
I was
pimple
gonna
popping.
say, you think anyone's ever successfully popped a pimple while like?
Of course they have. There's
nutting, you know.
Several. I'm sure it's happened hundreds of thousands of times.
Dang.
It has to. Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
But we've like gone way off topic here.
Yeah, no, we have. But
your algorithm, I'm sure, is a fucking strange mess.
Yes, it is.
Especially
and
on Instagram.
It's haunting. Yeah, because I looked at one video and then now, I mean, these are nice people. I
One
think it's
video?
great. Maybe given to a couple, but there's a kid in India and he has like really giant hands.
This is like
and he
this
sings
is your
songs,
fucking. I mean, this
which is cool, but I mean, it's beautiful. Like,
dude,
but there was one that I was really confused by. And I thought it was like a video of them exposing someone, like shitting on someone.
Oh, of course.
Because it was like it was describing all these things about like head trauma.
Oh my God, you love
brain
this stuff.
damage.
Brain damage is your sense of
but
comedy.
it was. I know I'm head trauma comedy, I guess. But there's a guy in there, and he's like trying to hold like keep his balance, but I thought he was just a drunk without like a mask on, because people are wearing masks but him, and he's got like a big grin, like like that, right? And he's a big guy, a big boy with like a beard. He looks like he drive a truck, but he's trying to hold on, and it's playing kind of goofy music, and it's listing off all this stuff about brain damage. So I thought it's like someone, like, what's going to happen here? Is this guy going to do something really dumb? But no, it was like a foundation for this guy with like head trauma and brain damage.
See, I thought you were going to say something else.
No, but it was weird because I thought it was them like shitting on him, like making fun of him, like saying he had. But then it shows he has a bandage inside of his head, and
well,
he's
at
like,
least it wasn't. At least he wasn't like getting like physical harm done to him or something. Like he falls or like something fucked up.
In the videos, they kind of like,
because I could only imagine your algorithm on Instagram is got to be. Because just the stuff that you've sent me.
Yeah, it's
I'm just like, fuck, dude. Yeah, for sure.
But
anyway,
enough about that.
Drive-in movie theaters.
Yes.
You ever been to a drive-in movie theater to see a movie?
I have, dude. I grew up right near a rad one that's actually pretty popular in Southern California, but it's the Mission Tiki.
It's big.
In Pomona.
Yep.
They filmed music videos there, movies there. It's totally like one of the best retro, like still active retro looking theater.
I filmed a YouTube video there.
Oh, you did?
Randy almost got in a fight there.
Oh, wow. Yeah, well, it's Pomona, so you got to watch your Spumoni out there.
It was actually pretty funny.
Wow. What happened?
So, this guy was being a real cock. You know Randy.
Yeah.
Like he's a showman.
Yeah.
So he was all excited because he found this specific tool for $1
Uh-huh.
and he was like coming over and he was like announcing that he found this specific tool for $1, just being Randy, And I'm filming these videos of us fucking around, so of course I'm going to film him, shouting and, having fun. All in fun. And this guy, he was like, who worked one of the booths, he's like, starts yelling at Randy. He's like, come on, man. Like, you can't be selling shit at my booth. And Randy's like, what the fuck are you talking about selling shit? He's like, I just bought this. He's like, you heard me, man. Don't come around here trying to sell shit. And Randy's like, fuck you, dude. He's like, I just bought this. And the guy's like, get the fuck out of here. And like came close, like he was like starting to walk towards Randy and gives him one of like the,
yeah.
And Randy like is just, Randy is a fucking bone crusher. He fucks shit up.
Yeah.
So he's like standing there and doesn't move when this guy does that. And Randy's like, hey, it's been a long time since I beat the shit out of somebody. Let's fucking go right now. And the guy like totally backed down, was like, oh, like it was pretty intense.
Wow.
I didn't get any of it on camera because I was kind of nervous about the whole encounter. I was like,
yeah.
I didn't want to film it because it was just like, okay, this is just too much.
Well, I'm glad that you said that because, dude, that particular drive-in, it's great. It's got the tiki. It looks like a classic drive-in from what I know, and
yeah, it does.
It's rad. But like, it is. My friend described it perfectly. A place where you lose your innocence. Because people bring 40s.
Absolutely.
They be fucking in them cars.
Why not?
They be
Pomona.
Jerking and they be putting popcorn in their peels. I mean, it gets crazy, dude.
Did you do that?
Yes, yeah. When I saw Tom and Jerry during the
Oh,
pandemic.
the movie? Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's called what is that when they put stuff
Sounding.
in the dick hole?
Sounding. It's called sounding.
Yes. So you guys learn everything. You know.
If you want to know, that's what it's called. You put shit in your dick hole. It's called sounding.
Wow.
The only reason why I didn't know what that was until I worked with a couple of gay guys and they were talking about it, and I was like, okay.
But
all right, guys.
That's like a weird folklore. You know what I mean? That's kind of like
these guys were.
They've lived life.
It's a hard. This is the part of a podcast that I hit the 30-second button on.
Gotcha. Well, okay. Well, we've all lived. We've all, speaking of living life, you haven't lived life until you've been to
a drive-in
movie theater because they're classic, man. What, like our parents' generation definitely went, and the generation before.
Because the first drive-in was, I believe it was in New Jersey.
Really?
And it started in 1933.
Dang.
So that's how long the drive-in goes back.
Wow.
And they're across the globe, and they really did die off. There in my hometown of Petaluma, California, there was at one point in time 2 drive-ins, and they flanked either side of town. So there was one on the north end and one on the south end. I have a distinct memory of one of the drive-ins in Petaluma on the south end of town, and it faced the freeway. They were both right off the freeway, but one in particular faced the freeway, and I have a memory, and you know, as you get older, your memories like become stranger and stranger. It's like, yeah, I remember that, but there was a building on fire in the background, and it's like your memories just kind of get weird. I have a memory of the drive-in movie theater in Petaluma on the south end of town, and I remember there was porno on the movie theater or on the screen.
Wow. Are you sure it wasn't just titties?
No, it was straight up porn, like full porn.
Wow, they had drive-in porno theaters.
It was a drive-in porno, and it was a drive-in porno theater because as I got older, you know, like I'd always ask about like certain things like that. Like as a kid, you're like, it's like hard to ask people. It's like, hey, I have this memory of porno being played at a movie theater when I was like 2 years old.
Yeah.
And people are like, what? It's a weird question to like throw out there to people, but yeah, it's true. They had a porno theater that faced the freeway, and as you were driving, you would catch fucking scenes.
Wow.
And then on the other end of town, there was the normal drive-in that was now it's a driving range, and it's been a driving range for years, but there was always these poles where they had the old screens, and then they just were poles. But yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, and so, you know, it's funny that we talk about drive-ins by the time of the 80s, when you were a young little boy.
Pretty much, in a lot of respects, the tail end of the drive-in.
Yeah, because I think by the 70s they were totally dying. Like,
yeah,
but you had you know, like in the 50s it was booming. It was everywhere, and you know, in the 70s there's movies about that era, like American Graffiti. I mean, drive-ins were like a big part of the culture.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I feel like at some point, it became like more like they'll have random movies play sometimes.
Sure, it's like almost
niche.
like that. But before it even now, it's like definitely niche.
Yeah.
Like there's that, you don't know about this, but there's the Mahoning Drive-In Theater that's in it's in Pennsylvania. There's a documentary. I can't remember what streaming service it's on. But there's a documentary. I think it's called At the Drive-In, and it's about the Mahoning Drive-In Theater. It's a great documentary, and it
great
kind of
band too.
Yeah, we're good. But it talks about this drive-in theater and what they've done to stay relevant, and how they understand their audience and who's coming. So they were like getting 35 millimeter print films sent to them all over the place.
So cool.
Yeah, and then they were the theaters. You know, they all went digital, or not the theaters. I'm sorry. Yeah, the theaters all went digital, and so they forced this drive-in to get a digital projector. I can't remember exactly what happened, but it was this whole fucking debacle. Because I think those projectors, the digital projectors, are like $60,000 or something.
Dang.
So it was a huge, cost. But they've done some things that have they've been able to bypass certain things to make it work, and apparently they're still growing strong. I follow them on Instagram.
That's so cool. Yeah, because you have to be a movie lover to see it that way sometimes. You know, like, I mean, I feel like anyone can go to a drive-in and enjoy it, and but there's something about movie lovers where I feel like if there's a place that you could see a classic movie. Or like a cult movie like that. I mean, it's heavenly. That's so cool. Even
a new movie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, so, it's funny because during the pandemic, we've seen like a big resurgence. But, before we get into that.
That's great.
Yeah. Like, which is rad. Like, let's talk about the process of like going into a drive-in movie theater. Because you got to get the radio station. Right? Yeah. So the people that haven't been.
I guess back in the day, they've experimented, but they used to have these little boxes, and everything would come through the box. But now it's all through the FM, and it doesn't sound great, but who gives a fuck? It's all about the experience.
Yeah. And sometimes people be blasting theirs is louder than yours, and you could hear it kind of clear. And sometimes you'd have the wrong movie. Like you'd have.
Well, okay, so the only drive-in that I've actually only been to the drive-in one time.
Wow.
And it was in San Luis Obispo at the Sunset Drive-in. That's been around. I mean, that place has been around since the 50s, but or maybe I assume 50s. It looks like a 50s drive-in, but they only had one movie showing, and it was. I think they had two showings. Like you could stay for both if you wanted to, and it was Spider-Man, the newer Spider-Man movies. And then I can't remember what the second movie was, but yeah, dude, that was it was sweet. And I noticed that there was like a whole bunch of people that were there that you could tell were drive-in movie theater pros.
Yeah.
And they had like recliners in the back of their trucks, and they went all out for the
they're
drive-in.
tailgating.
Yeah, it was really cool. That's another thing too. I was reading about drive-ins, and apparently at one point in time that they allowed basically tailgating. They would allow people to grill and do all this shit, but it became like obviously if you're having people barbecuing, like something's going to, and getting loaded, let's be realistic, that I guess it became a big problem with people like burning themselves and shit. And so the liability was like, bad.
God. Yeah. Well, I mean, thinking about the, just like what you said about the dude like wanting to fight. I mean, when people got liquor in them, and you're disrupting a movie too, and you're outside and you're like in your car, because people are crazy when they're in car, when they're in their own vehicle. Yeah. Like you say shit to people you wouldn't say ever to their face in a car.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I could see shit escalating real quick. I mean, I remember, there was a car that was totally banging one time when I was there, and I was seeing the Scorpion King.
Fucking great.
I was thinking about it.
What else are you going to do in that movie? Just be real.
True.
Bang.
Yeah. I mean, well, do you think there's like a child that knows that he was conceived like during the Scorpion King, That's when you were...
Maybe they named him The Rock.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I mean... It's kind of funny, man, but there's probably been a lot of babies conceived at drive-ins, actually.
Sure, why not?
There's got to be some statistics somewhere, but...
yeah.
Dude, so, like, during the pandemic, drive-ins have had a pretty big resurgence, especially, like,
thank God,
last year.
Yeah.
Like, Pomona was supposed to shut down.
Was it?
But yes. And
so the COVID saved it?
Yes. So thank God for the virus.
No fucking way.
Yeah, because and you know what else was a huge hit because of drive-ins?
What were they going to do with that?
I don't know what they're
That's a
supposed to take.
That's a huge plot of land.
I know. I don't know what's supposed to take its place, but maybe a Dollar Tree or something. I don't know. But I guess Bill and Ted's third film was a huge hit because of drive-ins across the country.
Crazy.
And yeah, it was playing all the time. I remember I wanted to see it so bad, but it did super well because of that.
I didn't see any well, like I said, I've only been to drive-in once, but yeah, I didn't go out and see a single movie during COVID. And
that was the only way to see a movie for a time, especially in California.
Well, yeah,
I know in other parts of the country it was like,
fuck it.
Yeah, hey, it's day 10 of quarantine. Fuck this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't blame people.
Yeah.
It's like one of those things. Like now that we've been living in this fucking shit for so long, it's like, I don't know. I'm fucking. When I got COVID and I got vaccinated, I'm just like, fuck, I don't give a fuck about nothing anymore.
Yeah, I mean, well, you're a beast, man. We both have had COVID and got vaccinated, so we're like, we got the super.
The immunity.
We have extra chromosomes, dude.
We do, yeah. Yeah, it's weird. I've been coming green lately. It's
wow,
strange. I don't know if that's the COVID and the vaccine mixed together. It could be something else, but still.
What's your favorite snack to get at besides green cum at the drive-in theaters, Ross?
Oh shit, I would say
Raisinets.
No, no, fuck that, dude.
Well, you know, like little rabbit turds?
Raisinets. No, man, like, fuck Raisinets. Fuck that, dude. It's like, I'm gonna go to the movie theater and eat raisins. Like, really, they're raisins. Yeah, granted, they have a shitty fucking chocolate coating, but they're fucking raisins. I would say that my favorite snack at the movie theater would be, because sometimes, obviously certain movie theaters have different snacks, but I would say the thing that I would gravitate towards the most would be either Milk Duds or Red Vines. It used to be Red Vines. It was always like Red Vines because you think about the size of a package of Red Vines, they're big.
Yeah.
And sometimes you get that package of Red Vines that are like, a little past their due date and they're just a little crunchy.
Yeah.
And you just chew the fuck out of those things. And also Milk Duds, it's like you have your option. You can rip out your fillings and fucking chew away, or you can like melt them down in your mouth and just fucking let them be. So I would say that those are my two favorite snacks.
Yeah.
I would say I like Ices. Ices are great.
Best.
They're so good. But the problem is with Ices is that they just start melting and they just turn, like when they start separating and you're just getting fucking pure juice at the bottom. I hate that.
Oh, you don't like just the juice? I
No,
love it, dude.
I fucking hate it. I would rather No, it's enough for me not to. I mean, I don't eat any candy anymore, but it's enough for me to not get them because I hate that so much.
Hey, do you think for people they have insulin that tastes like candy?
They should.
Yeah.
What's your favorite snack in the movie theater?
Oh, dude, I love popcorn. I'm classic. I love popcorn. I love butter. Butter that shit up, dude. I like.
You've seen that?
Layered.
Have you seen? You're on TikTok, right?
A little bit. Yeah.
You seen that girl that eats butter?
No.
Dude, she like takes shit just like
Paula Deen.
Dude, it's gross. I think it's like some Asian girl, but she like takes butter and like dips it in shit and just like, wow, it's fucking disgusting.
Oh my god. Yeah, there's probably a limit to butter. Is she from the South?
I think she's Asian. I don't know.
From South Asia? Or?
Maybe, I don't know. That's racist.
I don't know. I mean, so dude,
are they known for their butter eating in South Asia?
No, I mean, I was like the South, because we like butter.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's racist.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I'm not, we'll leave that to the people from South Asia, dude. I don't know if they eat butter. I'm not sure.
Let's go and find out. We'll do a live
right
Robertland.
now, dude.
Yeah,
let's
we'll
go.
find her. I don't know if she's South Asian, but or if she's from South Asia.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking Kentucky, but dude, so what do you think the future of drive-in theaters are? Do you think they could maybe have a future as like this niche? I mean, that's what they are anyways, but like maybe play it up a little more with like the niche stuff. Because like
I agree.
You look at New Beverly, all those LA theaters, it's unfortunate, but across the country there's this big city, there might be an independent theater in town, but like the greatest thing about living in Los Angeles is those independent theaters, like the Quentin Tarantino theater.
Right. But Los Angeles, Los Angeles is its own microcosm of film buffs.
Culture. And
like we love, in this city, like we love film.
Yeah.
You can go to not anymore, but you can go to the Cinerama, and I would say that 60% of the audience, maybe even more, is going to stick around throughout the fucking credits.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I know. I've gotten in trouble for talking during the credits.
Yeah.
Because of the key grip.
Anybody else, any other city, maybe New York, I doubt it, but most cities, you will never find people that sit through the credits.
No. Well, it'd be like a movie that was like a passion project.
Right.
That
like,
sure. And you could see, I could totally, especially seeing a movie like at home. I mean, teenagers just talk over it and they just shit on it, like
just on your phone.
Yeah. But we really appreciate movies.
Yeah. So I could see. I mean, another thing that sucks is in Los Angeles, space is at a premium.
Yeah.
So you can't really. You can do somewhat kind of. Now I feel like the reinvention of the drive-in is honestly like a pop-up. Like they were doing the street food cinema for a while. I'm not sure if they're doing that anymore, but they also do. Movies at the
Skid Row
at the grave. Yeah, they do exactly. Yeah, they do movies at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery.
Yes, they do. Yeah,
so they're doing that, and they're also doing. There's one more that I was thinking of. Oh yeah, so there's also a place in South Pasadena that's in the Halloween neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
There's a art gallery called Sugarmint. It's right down the street from where the Michael Myers house is in South Pass. So they do movies all summer long. They do all of their favorite cult movies in their backyard.
That's so cool.
Because the Sugarmint Gallery's in a house, so they have this backyard area. And I, from what I've heard from Randy, my friend, it's fucking awesome.
That's cool. See,
so it's more. I would say the drive-in. I mean, unfortunately, I think that the ones that have still survived, those ones are. I think they're good to go.
Yeah.
But I think that for the most part, I do believe that the movie industry in a lot of respects is dying. The excitement around movies and cinema is just not there anymore.
Well, I think hopefully with movies like Dune that are like original, like even though it's like based on a property, it's a fucking great movie, and it's done really well.
Yeah, but there's no hope. You didn't even see it in the theater.
Yeah, well, that's true, but I'm going to. But
we're going to.
Yeah, we are going to. But no, I do think that something like that is happening where it's, unfortunately they're trying to live off all these like properties.
Sure.
But there's going to be new stuff that revitalizes it, especially post-COVID, because people do want to get the fuck out,
I disagree.
I think just something. Well, this feels like Roger Ebert.
No, it's fine. But this is good. This is good conversation.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that there's any hope for the movie industry.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, look.
I'll tell you why.
Rust. Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, Alec Baldwin. It's all his fault.
He shoots to kill, dude.
Yeah.
I mean.
No, I don't think there's any hope for the movie industry, and the reason being is that obviously like entertainment is constantly evolving and changing. And I think that the only people that really love cinema like we do, movies were a big deal when we were growing up.
Yes. Yes.
They were the biggest deal.
Yeah.
Movie stars were the biggest stars. Now, no one gives a fuck about movie stars.
Yeah.
No one cares. That excitement level across the board just doesn't exist at all. And think about like kids. Like let's just say the average 10-year-old, the only movies that they've gone to see in the theater, the only movies they've seen in the theater since they were born, Marvel movies.
Yeah.
So their idea of cinema is a spectacle. It's not going to see What About Bob when you're in second grade with your buddy. You know, it's not about going to see Ed Wood when you're 11 years old. It's not about your mom taking you to see Pulp Fiction because she thinks it's an important thing for you to see, an important part of cinema as a 12-year-old. That doesn't exist
a badass
anymore.
Mom.
My mom, she took me and my best friend and my sister.
That's cool.
Yeah. We were 10 or 11.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I maybe it's because I love movies so much that I want to have the hope, you know?
There needs to be a massive change in the way movies are. The experience of the movie theater and also the drive-in movie theater, that needs to change.
Dude, AMC has done a good job.
They're not doing a good enough job.
They massage you and like warm your butt.
That's not that experience is great.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like now we're talking more about movie theaters.
Yeah, we'll get.
But this could. I'm just talking movies in general.
Yeah.
The movie experience, and this is the same thing I said about the fucking record industry when that was taking a fucking dump before it changed. So same thing as with the movie industry.
What do you think?
So I think that they need to make, when you go to see a movie, whether it be a drive-in or a movie, it needs to be an event. They need to make it an event.
Like it was back in the day.
Like it was back in the day.
Yeah, where they'd have like, you know,
they'd
have like midgets like running.
Exactly. Yeah, totally. That's racist. So
I'm sorry, that was an inappropriate term. Anyways,
it is what it is.
This is from 1985, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I love people of all.
Yeah, see, 96 actually.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is.
So they need to make it an experience. So when you go to a movie theater, you're not just buying the ticket for the movie. What do you? Are you laughing at your midget comment?
No.
Oh.
Okay. I fucked up. Okay.
Yeah, it's your podcast.
I know, man. Well,
you're just canceling yourself.
Oh shit. I guess I could delete that.
Why?
I don't know. I'm scared, dude.
Who's gonna be scared? Who's gonna be upset at you?
I don't know. No one cares. Okay.
Anyway.
People have a sense of humor. Anyways.
So, the movie experience.
To keep it short.
So this is what I think it should be, and I said this back in the day with the CD buying experience. Nobody wants this shit anymore. Nobody wants. I mean, it's like cool. You can see a movie at your house. You don't have to go anywhere. You can just fucking flap it on and you're fucking good to go. Dune. So they need to make it something that you want to go see, you know, or go to, whether it be a pre-show that's like specific for that movie, whether it be like a T-shirt. Dude,
a marijuana crossover, because Dune.
There you go.
Being stoned watching Dune in a theater, oh fuck yeah.
So there needs to be like perks to going. So let's just say the ticket needs to cost. Let's just say it's $25.
Yeah.
Cool. You pay $25. You get the movie. You get a T-shirt. You get a sticker pack. You get a joint. They have to give you incentives to go.
I get what you're saying.
You know, a poster. So things that are specific to that event. And not only that, but this movie is only going to be in the theaters for 1 week. So you have 7 days. We're showing it 3 or 4 times a day, whatever. And this is all it's only going to be here this long. And as soon as that's over with, then you're going to have to wait 2 months to see it on streaming.
Rossco,
they should fucking do that.
Have you thought about pitching this to the film industry?
I'm sure that nobody wants to change any of this shit because all these executives, they're still like driving around in fucking, you know, Porsches and living, you know, in Bel Air. So they don't give a fuck about anything. They don't think about this
That's
stuff.
honestly a great idea. And
why wouldn't they do that?
Yeah.
Just think about it. So you reserve your ticket to go see this show, right?
Uh-huh.
So it's an event.
Yeah.
Let's just say in Los Angeles or in New York or wherever it is, let's just say they round up the director or they round up a couple of the actors that were
Yeah,
involved.
talk about the movie,
and they come
maybe.
in and talk
Yeah.
about it and do it like, a little presentation about it. Like, go the extra mile
Yeah.
to get people excited and say, oh shit, the fucking 2 main stars of this movie are going to be in this theater on Thursday and Saturday.
Dude, I
Charge
think you're
$50 for the fucking ticket.
I think you're onto something. I actually really like that idea.
It boggles my mind how short-sighted all of the entertainment industry is going to be. I remember when this one Thrice album came out, and I bought the CD. It was like when they first started getting like really big, and I thought, I think they did like a big spread. They did like a whole like booklet of it. I thought, this is like the right way to go, but there needs to be more.
Yeah.
This should have came with a fucking t-shirt. Everything needs to be bundled together and packaged in limited edition. Everything. It's like everything has to be an event now. Think about the success
NFT.
of like, yeah, there you go.
Or like
an NFT.
drops.
Like, exactly.
There needs to be like movie drops.
Totally.
Like, this week, yeah. Well, I mean, it does work, especially in
does.
Los Angeles, because that's how they do it. They'll be like, for limited time only at the New Beverly, we're going to play Terminator fucking 2, and we'll have a sound guy that was on the movie there.
Yep.
Yeah, it always works. You're great with those incentives. But I think, honestly, this is my proposal. We'll end on this, is drive-in theaters, if they all gave you butt machines.
There you go.
To sit on, to just
Yeah.
plow your butthole during the movie. I'm sorry, I know. Yeah, but anyways, there's definitely been a lot. This has been a blast, dude. This has been a fucking time. I'm craving popcorn. I'm craving snow caps.
Yeah.
Let's do it, dude.
Yeah. And what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, speaking of drops and like merch,
Yeah,
dude, I'm still collecting single stitch tees and vintage sweatshirts for our limited run of merch.
Ooh, you guys
told you
heard
about
it
that, right?
first. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great idea, and we got a lot of stuff planned here in Robertland. Me and Ross have a bunch of goodies prepared for you guys, and we love you. We thank you for listening. Where can people follow you, Mr. Rossco?
Rossco Soletrain across all platforms. ROSSCOSOLETRAIN.
Heck yeah.
Choo.
Robertland Podcast on everything, and man, this has been a blast. Hopefully, we'll see you guys at the movies, and if we don't, then I got a boo-goo.
Oh shit! One thing I want to say is that one of the about drive-in theaters is the signage for drive-in theaters is always amazing.
Yeah.
The Starlight in El Monte that's just sitting there like rotting away.
Yes.
Even in its decayed state, that sign just fucking screams.
It's
It's
a work
so
of art.
good. You've seen it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh god, I love that sign.
It's so badass. Yeah, I
Yeah.
love that stuff,
The
man.
the sunset in San Luis Obispo too. In the back of the sign, it just says fucking sunset. Boom.
Damn.
And it's orange and blue, and it shines bright.
I recommend going to, if you haven't been to a drive-in theater, seriously go. It's
Yeah.
It's an experience.
If you're in Central California, go to the Sunset Drive-In. It's right across the street from the Madonna Inn off the freeway. Great place to go see a movie.
Oh wow, yeah. Go to Pomona if you're in Southern California.
If you're in
to Mission
Pennsylvania,
Tiki.
go to the Mahoning Drive-In.
Yeah,
They do some fucking cool shit out there. 35mm prints, the whole nine.
that's awesome.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Dude, well, this
Watch
has been a
that
blast.
documentary.
Yeah, what's the documentary?
I think it's called At the Drive-In.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
if you just type in Mahoning, the spelling I think is MAHONING. Mahoning Drive-In documentary, it'll pop up. I think it's At the Drive-In. It's called. Great documentary.
Heck yeah. Well, I'm excited to go to a movie myself, man. This is motivating, you know?
Or go to a swap meet with Randy and see
dude.
what happens.
Let's do it, dude.
Fuck yeah, dog.
All right, well, we'll catch you guys on the flip side. Life is a ride, and I want to ride all night long. Au revoir.
Yeah.
Sweet.